Ripping off the grill from the new Jeep Wrangler, and I'm going to replace it with this black grill for a kind of blacked out look on the front. And we're going to install some new headlight guards as well, just to protect the headlights a little bit and for more of an aesthetic appeal. Now, to take the grill off, that'll be the first step. You have to remove these 6 push pins across the top. There's one here, 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 and here. Those just pull up. You use a screwdriver, put it in the groove there you see, and just pop them up and then pull them out. Then you want to lift the top of this edge up just a little bit to clear where these push pins had gone in, and should be able to pull this grill straight off the front. That's assuming that it's like every other grill that I've had. Now, real quick, where did this come from? It actually came off of another Jeep. I think it might have been a Gladiator, actually. And I had it stored up here on the dead parts wall, I guess. Lots of grills up there, and I guess this is a good reason to go ahead and keep parts that you remove because you might want to reuse them later. So I'm going to switch you over to the hat cam. We're going to pull this grill off. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, we should, in theory, be able to just kind of lift this up a little bit. If I got everything off that I wanted to. There are no sensors in this grill that I'm aware of, so I am going to be a little bit careful. I don't see any sensors or anything in there, so I think we're okay. Now, you just kind of want to pull a little bit. Sometimes it can be rather firm, especially on a brand new vehicle. So let me work that a little bit. I do want to do it rather gently so that I don't rip the whole thing out, you know, or break something. So there we had a little bit of give. A little bit there. There and there, and make sure that all your clips and things are still in. We're going to check all these because you never know, I may want to put this back in someday, so I just want to make sure everything's intact. It is, and there are no wires or anything else across here, so awesome. Set this aside to protect it away from me, and eventually it's going to go up on the wall. Now, I do want to make sure that this is the same size, and I'm almost positive it is. And if you take a look at it there, it looks pretty identical to me. So we'll put that on, but not until we go ahead and put the guards on here to cover up or to protect the bulbs. Now, let's go ahead and whip these out. They come from Rugged Ridge. And I have had these before and held up really well, no rusting or any craziness like that. They are metal, that's a good thing. And they do come with directions and some screws. And I do think you have to use these screws. Here's the directions. You guys can see here it's pretty simple. We've removed the grill, and then we just have to put these in. All right, next up, this is pretty simple to do. You want to remove these 3 bolts or screws, and they take a number 10 socket. I'm using a drill. You could do it with just a ratchet if you wanted. Now, the hardware provided is an M6 bolt, and interestingly, if you look on their parts list, they've got everything listed here, and then they have one, and it's blank. And that's because I think they did not give us an Allen key. This is a number 4, it's metric. So you're gonna need this to do the mod. I don't know why they seem to have cheaped out on that. but how much does it cost, or are they in such short supply, as I drop my screws all over the place, that they just didn't provide it? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and remove these screws. You want to make sure the headlight doesn't fall out. Sometimes they're stuck in there really well, sometimes they're not. So, and I am curious as to the length of these. They did use some blue Loctite, so I think I'm going to use blue Loctite as well. But let's check out the length. Notice these are a little bit shorter. So the provided screws are a little bit shorter than the originals. Let me grab some blue Loctite so we have that ready. All right, let's go ahead, get these the rest of the way out of here. And you don't want to drop anything, so now I'm curious, same length? You'd think, yeah, they're the same length. So all the stock stuff is the same, but not the new aftermarket version. So there's all of those off. I already did a test fit just over the bolts to make sure they fit, but you can see they're going to go on just like so. And I'm just going to go around and kind of tighten each one a little bit to try to get them fairly even on there. There, you see that one kind of moved a little. That was actually the light moving in the housing. Now this one at the top that I'm on now fits in there just right, I think. Yeah. So the light had backed out just a little bit, no big deal. And there you go. You just want to get them nice and snug, but that's the look. I love it on this Jeep. I'm going to do the other side and then we'll work on putting the grille back on. Okay, here we go. We've got the covers on both sides. That one went on exactly the same way. Now it's time to go ahead and put the new grille on, the new blacked out grille. You just want to make sure you get those bottom holders in the slots, and this is where I'll find out if indeed this is going to work. I think so. It seems to be the right fit. Yeah. And then just give it a couple of smacks, you know. That's it. Awesome. Everything lines up pretty good, I think. This might be a hair bit off here, but the pin will hold it down. Could just be a little flexed from hanging on the wall, but I think everything fits in there pretty darn good, even right up against the edge here where this plug is. And then over here where the slot is, we'll go over that wiring once I have it fastened on down. So that's good. Now I just have to put the pins back in. Pretty simple to do. Just go ahead and stick them in the holes and push down just like that. That's it. Fits right over here like it's supposed to, and voila, we have a whole new grille on the front of the truck, or the Jeep I should say. Everything seems to fit perfectly. I love it. Anyway, that's just a quick little project, I suppose, to go ahead and change out, make it look a little bit more aggressive on the front of the Jeep Wrangler. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, both the light guards and the new grille. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.